Go.
Hello, my name is Madelyn Endrijaitis, and today I will be demonstrating how to clean a bridle. You would clean a bridle for a variety of reasons. The main reason is to extend the life of your tack by keeping it clean. Now, when you go too long without cleaning your bridle, there's a chance that your leather can rot, or that any breaks or tears that appear in your bridle can worsen over time until your tack breaks in the middle of riding. So for safety reasons, you want to keep your bridle clean at all times. The other good reason that you can clean your bridle is if you're going into a show, you want nice, new-looking tack whenever you're going up in front of a judge. This is only going to help you in the short and long run. Now, to clean your bridle, you're going to need a variety of tools. You're going to need your soap bar and your sponge. You'll also want access to a little bit of water. You're also going to want a toothbrush and some kind of liquid to clean your bit with. In this case, it is water and mouthwash. And then to finish off your bridle, you may want to have some leather conditioner to keep the leather nice and soft and give it that new look. And a towel to put that on with, or a different sponge. All right, to start with cleaning your bridle, you're gonna take your sponge. You're gonna get a little bit of moisture on it. You don't want it soaked. Too much water can ruin a bridle. And you're going to put some of your soap on your sponge. And now you're just going to spend some time going through your bridle and soaping up every expanse of leather and every keeper that you come across. With any part of your bridle that has a strap with a keeper, you want to pull those down so you can clean underneath of them, because that's where a lot of gunk and residue can build up. And then with any of your buckles, you're going to actually want to push through and unbuckle them. That way, neither the metal nor the leather can grow really stiff or really dirty in that area. It'll help keep that bridle supple and clean. Okay. You want to make sure that you do this in all spots on both sides of the bridle. You don't want to forget anywhere. Sometimes this process goes by really fast if you've been keeping your bridle clean consistently. Such as if you're working every day and you make sure to clean it after every ride. This process can take over an hour if you have a bridle that you haven't cleaned in weeks or months or years if the bridle still works. Bridles that go too long without cleaning can very quickly build up mold. So you want to make sure to get rid of any of that and to check and see if it's actually damaged the bridle or if it's just layering on the bridle. Now, once you've cleaned all the way through your bridle, cheek pieces, your brow band, your cavesson, and your reins, you're going to want to double check everywhere and make sure you haven't missed anything. Now, if you get into a situation like this, where you have tons of soap coming off of your sponge, and it's not just disappearing into the leather, it's always good to have a towel handy to get all that extra soap and suds off your bridle, so that way it doesn't leave any kind of residue behind. Now, with most hunter bridles, your reins are going to be braided like this. You want to make sure that you have a freshly wet sponge and only a little bit of soap when you do the braids. The soap suds that we dealt with before are most likely to get caught in these braids and leave a residue that makes it look kind of dirty and slimy. And this makes it easier for dirt to get stuck in between your braiding. You want to make sure that those get clean and that you dry them out efficiently, making sure not to leave any residue behind. This can actually take quite a while, depending on the quality of your rein and how tightly or loosely they are braided. Older reins, the braiding tends to come out a little bit and become looser, and the dirt and grime tends to get trapped underneath of them. So you want to be careful and make sure that you get everything out. All right, once you have cleaned all the leather on your bridle with the water and soap mixture, you next want to focus on your bit. Now, this is where your toothbrush comes into play. Going to put it into your water with your mouthwash mixture. Hold your noseband out of the way. And you're going to want to scrub the bit clean. This is very easy if your bit gets cleaned every day and very hard if it doesn't. Because a lot of horses tend to go into their bit with food still in their mouth, this can leave a green slime or even old hay residue on the metal of your bit. So if it's been left on there for a few weeks, then it can take ages and ages and ages of time to come off with you scrubbing away at it. A bit like this that's been cleaned every day is cleaned in an instant, so it's not a huge deal. All right, the last thing you want to do when cleaning your bridle is you want to condition it. This will help soften up the leather and keep it nice and flexible for during your ride. So what you want to do is take some of your Lexol and put it on your towel or sponge, whichever one you happen to have handy. And you're going to want to work it into the leather. Again, you're going to want to get under your straps and inside your buckles. You want to make sure to get every piece of leather, paying close attention to any piece that is going to be stretching regularly. So mainly your cheek pieces and your reins. Those are going to be your biggest concern. Okay. If your bridle is really dull looking, or it just hasn't been conditioned in a while, you may want to go over it a couple of times just to make sure that it all sits in. Behind it should leave this nice glossy new leather look. And with some bridles it might not do that the first time. So you might have to go through this process once or twice. Okay? And when you're done, you want to make sure you put your bridle back the way it was before. All of your straps in their keepers, all your buckles done up. Make sure everything is nice and flat, and make sure, this is your chance to go over it again, double check it, make sure you didn't miss anything. Make sure all your pieces are where they should be if you took your bridle all the way apart. Make sure your reins are securely buckled together. And then when you're done, you want to put it right back up the way you found it so that it can be stored away safely, all nice and shiny clean for your next ride or for your upcoming show. There we go. Your bridle is ready.